and members of the subcommittee, thank you for inviting me to be part of today's hearing. My name is Al Stanley, and I'm a highway, site work, and civil construction builder from Huntsville, Alabama. Stanley Construction Company was established in 1961 by my father. At that time, the major emphasis was on landscaping for residential and commercial clients, and there were only 3 employees. Today, our company has grown into a diverse business enterprise, completing numerous commercial projects as well as state and federal projects. I am here today representing the Associated General Contractors of America and currently serve on AGC's Board of Directors. I also served in 2009 as the president of Alabama AGC's state chapter. AGC is a national organization representing 26,000 businesses involved in every aspect of the construction industry. Madam Chairwoman, in AGC's written testimony, we have pointed out the conditions and needs facing our nation's transportation infrastructure, both urban and rural. As we approach the expiration of the FAST Act, Congress must address today's upkeep, maintenance, and expansion while also looking to the transportation needs of the future. Choices must be made to advance transportation to the next level by modernizing the system by making the best use of available and upcoming technology. The transportation network is on the cusp of technological change that will impact how we plan, design, and build our projects, how we inventory and plan maintenance in our transportation assets, and how vehicles that use the system are driven and how they interact with each other with the infrastructure. Indeed, Madam Chairwoman, the future of transportation is exciting. However, nothing is guaranteed, and the gravest threat to the advancement of transportation infrastructure is the long-term solvency of the Highway Trust Fund. Shortly after the FAST Act expires, additional revenue of some $18 billion per year will be needed just to maintain current funding levels. Failure to address the funding's ongoing revenue shortfall undermines the ability to advance our infrastructure to the next level. AGC believes the Highway Trust Fund revenue sources should be real, reliable, dedicated, sustainable, and derived from users and beneficiaries of our surface transportation system. They should be sufficient to end the chronic shortfalls and support increased investment, and they should be dedicated solely to surface transportation improvements. Increasing the federal motor fuels tax is the simplest and most effective way to achieve this goal, but several other viable options do exist. AGC is part of the Mileage-Based User Fee Alliance. We believe that user fees based on road usage in the future is the most fairest way for collecting the revenue needed for road improvements and transportation technology advances. We urge you to continue supporting the state pilot programs that were initiated in the FAST Act and hope that you will also institute a national trial program to advance the concept from the beta stage to reality. While the federal government fails to act, states continue to make significant commitments to investment in transportation infrastructure. Currently, in my own state of Alabama, the governor's Rebuild Alabama plan increases funding for road and bridges by raising the state's gasoline tax 10 cents per gallon. The federal government must do their fair share as states rely on federal aid funding for the majority of their capital improvements. While funding is critically important, AGC also believes this legislation should improve project delivery by removing impediments that slow down planning in design and construction of the needed infrastructure. AGC is very appreciative for the work this committee has done in helping enact bipartisan environmental reforms in MAP 21 and in the FAST Act, but more can be done, and improvements upon those enacted reforms can be made. We have included some recommendation in our written testimony that's been submitted. In addition, we urge this committee to consider 2 issues that cause construction delays. First, transportation improvement projects that interface with railroad properties are often subject to significant restrictions and delays imposed by railroad owners. Obtaining fair and equitable railroad agreements, as well as ensuring the commitments are made in a timely manner, are often a struggle and add time and cost to transportation projects. My written testimony includes recommendations to improve this process. Second, relocating underground utilities and highway right-of-way continues to be one of the leading causes of delay in completing projects. Underground utilities that are incorrectly marked pose a significant safety risk to workers and can impact third-party business operations. AGC participates in the Common Ground Alliance that grew out of a study directed in T21 to look at the issue of utility relocation. AGC encourages the CGA best practices be used more universally. In